3, 2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Standout 7.
Hello and welcome to the weekend edition of the Smart 7. We've got the biggest, best and strangest stories of the week for you in the next 7 minutes. Remember, if you're listening to us on Spotify as part of your daily drive playlist, you can just hit the follow button to get regular Smart 7 updates, with a new episode each weekday at 7am. In COVID news this week, Public Health England's head of immunisation, Dr Mary Ramsey, says the link's being broken between infection and hospitalisation.
The number of hospitalisations is rising, but at a very much slower rate than we're seeing of the cases. The vaccine is working and it's breaking the link between infection and hospitalisations.
And on a day when a new report shows 23,000 lives could have been saved by locking down a week earlier in spring of 2020, Vaccine Minister Nadhim Zahawi was putting his best foot forward on vaccination numbers.
I can confirm we've reached the milestone of 3 in 5 of all adults getting the protection of a second dose.
Matt Hopeless Hancock hasn't been having a great run of it, really. He popped up on BBC Breakfast with news on the government's plan for booster shots. They're expecting that even those who've been double vaccinated will need a further shot for winter, and Public Health England are crunching the numbers.
In the next few weeks, when we get the clinical data through on what's the most effective combinations to have, whether, if you've had 2 AstraZeneca jabs, then it might be that a Pfizer jab is what gives you the extra protection. Then we'll set out all the details of the booster programme for the autumn.
And Dan Walker-Way just had to ask the question, really. Isn't it embarrassing when your boss calls you totally f***ing hopeless?
No, it isn't really, because of all the things we've delivered together. And we're here talking about the success of the vaccine programme, right? That was something that I very much led from the department, working with the Prime Minister. He's been a massive supporter of it throughout. And, of course, we've had obstacles and we've had people that we've had to, deal with on the way.
Dominic, I think he means you. It was a day of drama on the high seas as the British warship HMS Defender appeared to come under fire from Russian troops as it sailed through Crimean waters.
And that is another Russian aircraft buzzing the warship here in the Black Sea. And indeed, we have heard shots fired.
Speaking to Channel 4 News' Kathy Newman, Andrei Kellin, the Russian ambassador, said it was all perfectly reasonable and he doesn't expect any sanctions or repercussions.
I don't think so. What was your ship was doing in our territorial waters? Tell me, please. London is saying what are Russian ships, why they are in the Northern Sea. It is very far from territorial waters of the United Kingdom. I would just call for more caution.
Monday saw the start of Amazon Prime Day, which now lasts for 2 days, and ITV marked the occasion by breaking a huge story on the level of wastage that goes on inside the internet giant's fulfilment centres. They had an undercover former employee who filmed enormous quantities of products being dumped.
The target to destroy from one centre was 130,000 items.
Yes.
And how did that make you feel when you knew that?
I gasped. There's no rhyme or reason to what gets destroyed. Dyson fans, Hoovers, the occasional MacBook or iPad. Or the other day, 20 bins filled with thousands of COVID masks still in their plastic wrappers.
Only a few weeks ago, Amazon UK boss John Boomfree was asked about the levels of wastage.
I'm afraid I don't have that number with me. It will be extremely small.
And even Boris was taken aback by the revelations.
Sounds incredible to me, and an indictment of a consumerist society. If it's as you say, we'll look into it.
Still to come on the Standout 7, Britney appears in court and fans are back at Silverstone.
This next song will make you love your auto and home coverage as much as you love the 80s.
Switch to insurance. They're saving me so much. They cover my car and bundled with my home. I feel so secure to say I love insurance.
Visit AAA.com/insurance and save up to 20%.
Insurance.
You're listening to the Smart 7. If you're enjoying it, you might also like the Smart 7 Ireland edition. Just search and follow us on your favourite podcast platform. There was good news for motor racing fans as the government's given the green light to Silverstone for a full capacity crowd for the British Grand Prix in 2 weeks' time. Silverstone Managing Director Stuart Pringle told Sky F1 that the announcement is much needed.
We were going to go bust. Simple as that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Can you explain why?
Because we have been sustained by the fans. We owe everything to the fans this last year. They've left their ticket money with us, they bought tickets, they've supported Silverstone. I can't thank them enough.
And ahead of the Austrian Grand Prix, McLaren's Lando Norris can't wait to race in front of fans again over at Silverstone.
I'm very, very happy. Delighted, in fact, that we can have the British fans back, and all of them as well. So, I look forward to it. We missed it a lot last year.
Free Britney has become a campaign with documentaries and protests as fans sought to end her conservatorship, which has given her father full control over her life since 2008. Britney herself appeared in an LA court hearing yesterday, speaking remotely by Zoom, and she spoke directly to the judge and appealed for help.
I will be honest with you, I haven't been back to court in a long time because I don't think I was heard on any level when I came to court the last time. I brought 4 sheets of paper in my hands and wrote in length what I had been through the last 4 months before I came there. The people who did that to me should not be able to walk away so easily.
She detailed how controlled her life is. She wasn't allowed to have another child. She's not even allowed to go out in a car with her boyfriend without supervision.
I truly believe this conservatorship is abusive. And now we can sit here all day and say, oh, conservatorships are here to help people. But ma'am, there's 1,000 conservatorships that are abusive as well.
And she says she's done lying and pretending that everything is fine.
I thought maybe I said that enough. Maybe I might become happy because I've been in denial. I've been in shock. I am traumatized.
Dame Helen Mirren lives in Lake Tahoe, Nevada these days, and she seems to be loving it, apart from the occasional neighbourhood bear. She appeared on Jimmy Fallon's show, live from her bath as you do, complete with suds, to share her technique for chasing naughty bears away from the backyard.
Go on, bear. Go on, naughty bear. Naughty bear. Naughty bear.
Is yelling naughty bear, is that exactly how you get rid of the black bear?
Well, it worked, didn't it? And I've seen that bear since. Every time I see her, I go, naughty bear! Naughty bear, go on, off you go.
I think you should make naughty bear into a children's book.
Kids absolutely love that video.
Yeah.
Show it to your kids, they love it.
This has been the Standout 7, the best of the week from the Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 a.m. with the Sunday 7. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Produced and published by Daft Doris.